Welcome everyone. Ghost of Tsushima has been out since a couple of weeks now. Maybe you're looking to get it pretty soon, or maybe you're just getting started. And if you're the kind of person that prefer to go straight into your enemies and challenge them, the game is offering a pretty good challenge. So the last thing you want is to waste some technique points on something that could have wait. So let's get started. In the beginning, the game is rapidly showing you that as long as you block, you're gonna be fine. So the natural reflex here is like, alright, I'm gonna block until I see a red dot, aka an unblockable, and then I'm gonna dodge. The thing is, this is a bad reflex because as soon as you finish the tutorial, you're gonna realize pretty fast that this is not working anymore and you actually have to react to your opponent's attack if you want to kill them. So the best tip I can give you here is just stay still, no blocking, you wait for your enemy to attack. If you see a normal attack, you block. If you see a red dot, you dodge. The sooner you're able to do that, the easier it's going to be for you. The first thing that you're going to have to do in the game is to choose between the deflection, the perfect parry, and the roll. So of course here you're gonna choose a deflection, not only because this is the obvious choice, but if you look closer to the perk that comes with it, you're gonna see that you're gonna earn a moderate amount of resolve each time you're gonna learn one of those. And as a starting warrior, you really want to get as much resolve as you can. After that, one of your main focus should be to get the arrow deflect as soon as possible. That technique is a lifesaver. There is archers in almost every fight in the game and they are not dumb. They're always going to change position to have you in sight and their aim is on point. So if you don't hear them shouting at you before they fire, they're going to hit you. And it's not going to block only one arrow. If you have 1, 2 or 3 archers at the same time firing at you, Jen is going to block all of them at once if needed. Which means you won't have to worry about them anymore, so you're going to be able to focus way more on what's happening right in front of you. While you're gonna loot all that XP for your first technique points, I strongly advise you to go do the first Lady Masako main star request, because in the mission you're gonna go see the armorer and she's gonna give you the Samurai Clan armor. That thing is gonna be a huge difference maker, mainly in the beginning, in your first fights. I mean, look at the stats. Reduce all damage by a moderate amount. Moderate increase to health and taking damage grants 15% resolve. This is everything you need from the start. Once you get to level 2, you're gonna have reduce all damage by a major amount. Then on level 3 is massive increase to health. And on level 4, be sure you get it. Taking damage grant 30% resolve. So go get it, upgrade it, and keep it because the thing is gonna help you for a long time. So after all of this is done, you still doesn't have much technique points, so let's go back to the board and I'll wrap it up. After the arrow deflect, your next one should be the resolve parry, because look at your other options. You have unyielding sword parry, which is allowing you to block an unblockable from a double sword user, and this is important because it's only working on them, not a single sword user. So you're still gonna have to dodge them. Plus, like I said, you can dodge the attack, so it's not really worth the points in the beginning. After that, you have the same thing but for the Spearman, and honestly, they are the easiest character to deal with in the game. They only have one attack and this is unblockable, so as soon as you see one, you know what he's gonna do. And finally, you have the terrifying parry, which is telling you that on a perfect parry only, you have 1 chance out of 5 to get a free kill, so this is pretty useless too in the beginning. And that's why I told you that resolve parry was the best one of the choice, because if you look at the stats, gain a moderate result by using a parry or a perfect parry. So this is not one or the other, this is both of them. So you just fight, you parry, you're gonna gain resolve. This is the best you can get. So now what about the other side? You have the classic roll, so of course this is going to be pretty useful. I don't really have to explain that, but other than that, there's not much technique that is really worth it, and that's why I focus way more on the other side. You have the dodging slash, which is allowing you to strike right after a dodge, but you can already do this. The only difference is that the animation is kind of different. This is not even doing more damage, so this is nothing compared to what we already have in the deflection side. After that, you have the sprint strike, which is not doing more damage than any single strike you already have, except that you can run before. And after that, you have the shoulder charge, which is doing the exact same thing, but is not doing any damage at all. After that, you have the strike from your horse, and as you can see, it's still not upgraded, and I'm pretty sure you know why. So now, finally, we may have something that can help you in your fights. And this is a delayed quick attack that inflicts extra melee damage and stagger damage, which means if you hold your square, And if you hold your attacks and your combo, this is gonna do more stagger damage. And it's working, but not that much. I would have liked that it worked better. So this is still not as good as what we have on the other side. And the last one is the perfect dodge. That one can be useful actually. You can do a deadly counterattack if you dodge at the last possible moment. So that's gonna help you. The only problem is that you actually have to spend 4 technique points before getting there. So this is why I was focusing way more on the deflection side, because every technique points have something to offer mostly, but the evasion side, you have the last one and maybe the one just before the stagger one can help you a little, but not that much. All the others, I mean, this is more stylish looking style more than a practice style. You can upgrade them later if you want, but for the beginning, I wouldn't recommend anything there. Next up is the evolving tactics. There's not much to say about them, mainly because they're all unlockable through gameplay, and also because they're mostly all for stealth. But I will say this, upgrade your standoff. This is gonna help you more than you think, and I'm telling you because personally, when it came to this, I didn't read carefully, and I was just like, okay, so they're gonna, maybe I'm gonna have another kill, or maybe not. But the thing is, you're literally throwing someone else at you every time on level 2. This is 100% guarantee. And on level 3, there's 2 other guy. And just the 4 kill is giving you 3 result. And then you have another bonus after the other kill and another bonus after the third one. You can fill your bar before every fight. This is insane. Next up, we have the Ghost Weapon, which are all chewables, by the way, and they're all pretty useful. I'm not going to talk much about them because it depends on how you want to use them personally, but the only thing I would say is that if you want to rush in and like, which is kind of the purpose of this video, you should invest on Sticky Bomb, Black Powder Bomb, and Kunai, but if you want to go more on a stealth approach and something like that, you should go into the Smoke and the Wine Scheme. The Wine Scheme, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but that's the thing that gonna help you throw the people away and kill them silently. And for the last part of the video, we have the stance. I'm not gonna talk much about the last two because the moon stance, the last one, well, you're not gonna unlock it in the beginning. And as for the wind stance, they are for the spearman. And like I said earlier, they're easy to beat, so I wouldn't recommend spending any points on them before at least Act 2. So if we take a look at the first upgrade of the stone stance, the one that's good again, the swords one, this is allowing you to do a second puncture strikes, which you can kill someone with the right timing, but the thing is, you actually have to get him, and once you get someone, you're not gonna like do your other strike after it. It's like another chance. You missed the first one, so you get to have another chance. So this is good, but this is not that great. On level 3 we have an increased stagger damage against swordsman, and even with that upgrade and the one in the deflection technique that increased stagger damage, even with both of them I'm not seeing much of a difference for the stagger damage, because if you use the right stance for the right guy, stagger damage is already kind of a 2 sword hit before you're gonna stagger them, and nothing's gonna change that pretty much. So that could be better. On level 4 you have the same upgrade as the first one, which is gonna give you a third strike. And the last one is an upgrade to your speed on heavy attack. It's working a little, but it's not that much of an upgrade to the speed. It may look like I'm talking like the stone stance is pure shit, but it's not it. It's just that I want to tell you the stone stance is gonna help you when you're gonna upgrade it. But what I really want to tell you is that you should invest first in the second stance. That's the one that's good against the shield man, and I really think that they are the strongest enemies in the game, mainly in the beginning, because they can do all sorts of attacks. They can do unblockables, they can do normal attacks, plus they have a shield, and they're pretty hard to stagger. But the upgrades that they're giving you is really gonna change that. Because the first upgrade is already good. You're gonna be able to do a triple heavy strike that is gonna melt their stagger damage, and then you're gonna be able to kill them. And on level 2, you're gonna have a fourth strike, and on level 3, you're gonna be able to upgrade that stagger damage even more. This is melting the shield down. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped you. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.